Oh, we're fucking back. We're back, baby. We're back. What is up, you guys? We're back. Another video. Hopefully you guys have been doing well. It's been about 3 months since I posted my last thing. Showed you guys some sneakers that we had picked up. I just wanted to make kind of an update video letting you guys know some stuff that I've been using. There's been a lot of cool music stuff that's been going on. That's really where my time has been. You guys know, like, I don't try and keep a schedule with this whole thing. It probably will be more frequent now. It's the end of the year. We're near Christmas time, so I got my little fireplace going in the background, get the Christmas lights up. So hopefully you guys have been doing well. Hopefully everybody is staying safe and staying healthy this holiday season. I have been absolutely busting my ass with Wolf Biker, my new project that has been going out with some homies that I just am over the moon about. We got a show coming up here in the next couple weeks, so we just kind of be getting ready for that. Got some merch that came in. Wolf Biker also, we're gonna have our own YouTube channel and everything, so guys, if you like the content that's on here, definitely go follow that, because that's going to be a lot more, at least on the music side of what I do, at least with bands. But we're also going to show in this video some of the gear that I've been using for just my beats and just stuff that I've been doing on the side, and just kind of, you know, get a rallying point, get kind of set up for 2024. But first off, what I want to talk about, I left my job, my 9 to 5, about 2 days ago, so kind of a good time to just kind of cut everything. And so I'm gonna be using our eBay store a lot more, which that's gonna be kind of like we're gonna see what we can do with it. So hopefully you guys are cool with going along and seeing what we pick up to put on that. And anything that you buy off the store, man, you're really just like helping out me and helping out people that are around that, you know, we're trying to get this shit going. And sometimes in life you got to take a leap. I'm thankful for my job that I had. It was a good place to be for that time. I learned a lot, had a good time with a lot of people, learned a lot of cool shit, and yeah, I don't feel that I wasted anything. I just think, you know, sometimes you gotta grow something and you need that next chapter, and you just gotta go walk through the door, and that's kind of what it was. Nothing, you know, no hard feelings, nothing crazy, just we growing, man. The pot sometimes gets too small and the flower's got to bloom, and I've recently, a lot of cool shit's been going on. So yeah, short and sweet. So if you guys know me in like my actual like 9 to 5 life, it was good seeing you guys there. But we're moving on to better things, moving on to bigger things, and yeah, 2024 is going to be a lot of fun. But first off, let's show some of the gear that I have been using and what we're going to be using it for going into next year. Alright, so first off, kind of the bread and butter, we got everything started. This right here, if you do music production or anything like that, I highly recommend you invest in one of these, especially if you use Ableton. That's your Launchpad. This is the Launchpad X. I fuck with this thing so much. It does everything that I need it to do. Organizes everything with Ableton. There's tons of videos on this, so I'm not going to really explain too much what goes on this. You guys can check out like a million videos on YouTube about the Launchpad X and what it does. Got your little orange square and stuff. But I use this thing all the time. It is definitely one of the more, just if I go somewhere, this is in my bag. Like if I go somewhere, I'm throwing this in my backpack because it can do anything. I don't need really anything else in Ableton other than this guy. So yeah, Launchpad X, definitely if you guys run Ableton, get one of these Launchpad minis. They got a bunch of this stuff. So yeah, that's one of the things, that's kind of like the base of everything. So next what we have, this kind of goes more in line of practicing. If I'm traveling somewhere and if I was gonna do either a set practice or if I kind of want to mess with some stuff. I recently got Serato on the laptop and everything and got into using Serato more in like a performance way. And if I was gonna like spin some records, it's definitely an easy way to do it. Or if you don't have your records and you want to practice how you do it, that's kind of what I'm using it for. But we did end up also getting the Numark DJ2 Go2 Touch. I'm shocked I said that shit right on the first try. It's amazing. But yeah, the Numark DJ2 Go2 Touch, once again saying it correctly, this thing's awesome. So if you guys are traveling or anything like that, and if you have a set list that you do, this thing has tons of commands, tons of stuff that you can do. You can learn, get your loops down. It scratches. It's got these velocity sensitive fucking scratch, those things pretty much is what it does. But yeah, there's tons of stuff on the internet about these. Yeah, if you want to find out more about it, go check out that stuff, because I use this more, like I said, in a practice run. If I was going somewhere and I can't take my turntable, or if I can't take records or anything like that, you just save the audio files, throw them up on Serato, and boom, you got all your records right there. But yeah, Newmark DJ 2Go 2Touch. Boom! I'm a fucking idiot. All right, next up, this is kind of, so the first thing I showed you, the launch pad, that does have like a drum rack and everything you can do. You can do your drum pads on there and do your beats if you want to, but I like to have something a little more substantial, a little more concrete. I really have been able to mess with this, not too much, but I do like when I use it, and that is the LAKEY, the MPG 218. Pretty standard. A lot of people have seen these. There's tons of stuff on the internet. Everything you see in this video, there's gonna be tons of stuff on the internet about it. But I like the LAKEY pads. They're big chunky boys. They feel good when you touch them and do things. The 218, this thing is pretty sweet. Super simple, super rudimentary, not anything too crazy. It's a really good thing for beginners and people that are trying to learn or get better just in general at finger drumming. And you have MPC pads. So if you ever get an MPC and you move up from this thing to like a full-blown workstation, you'll kind of feel comfortable with it, which is nice. So yeah, I got this from my homie Zach. So thank you, Zach. It's made the vlog. So yeah. All right, so next couple things we're gonna kind of, these are my gizmos. So that's kind of what I've really been getting into, is small, portable music devices that can be easily used, usually with the 1/8" cable if I can. Nothing too crazy, not a lot of stuff if you gotta take it. So little gizmos right now are like my things. Wacky indeed, but I think that there's some amazing stuff that we're gonna be able to use this for. And first, let's just show it off. That is your Korg Monotron delay. This thing is so much fun. I don't know what I'm gonna be able to use it for all the time, but I do like it. So adding very cool, like, spacey effects and stuff, it's like very, fuck, that's cool. Like, I don't know what we're gonna be able to use it for, but it has an LFO, you have your delay, you have the VCF, it has 2 different wave shapes that it does. It's got a whole bunch of stuff. So you can plug in anything into this, and then you can either have it come out of the speaker, or you can plug it out into a bigger sound system, I guess, just kind of processing through this thing, and then have crazy delay and the most out of space fucking weird noises that this thing makes. I'm just blown away by how much this little tiny guy just kind of impressed me, because like it doesn't take a lot to impress me when it comes to like cool music stuff, but this thing, it blew me out of the water. I was just expecting it to make weird, you know, a couple weird noises, but just the scale and the diversity of sound that you can make out of this thing, very cool. Yeah, your Korg Monotron delay, definitely one of like my favorite things that I picked up this year. So, all right, this next thing too. If the Korg Monotron thing doesn't really like tell you what really gripped me this year, this thing right here does. So I have been wanting one of these for probably like the earlier part of this year, and I just, you know, was always like, I don't really know if I want to get it. Like, it's just like not a lot of, it's a lot of money just to drop on one little thing right there. But I eventually saw where Zounds had put this on there for payment, and I was like, fuck. So we went through and got that, and here is that. Your pocket operator. This is the PO33KO. Obviously it is not in here because that's the next part of what this is. Show you the case that I got for mine. But yeah, we did get a pocket operator. These things are fucking sweet. Probably one of the more tech packed into something tiny that I've ever experienced in my entire life, but also does everything that I want it to do. And if I'm traveling, and you can pull anything, you can sample on it. It's got 40 seconds of sample time, which is pretty damn good, especially when you think of like the SP12s and the SP1200, where it only had like, you know, a couple seconds. So the limit in creativity, sometimes that is the idea with that. So I was like, well, if I'm traveling, I want to be able to make a beat on the road. And yeah, so I started looking around, and then I found Beatmaker's Boutique. So shout out to Beatmaker's Boutique for the case that they made. This is a Dibia. This is the special edition one that they made. I am head over heels about this device right here. This is probably my favorite thing I bought all year. I get stuck for hours with this thing, and I just feel like I've just scratched the surface with it. You have your 16-step sequencer that's on this guy, is pretty fun. It has sounds, it chops it up, it goes monochromatic, it goes through the scale. It's got a lot of cool stuff. Like I said, tons of stuff online about these, but we'll definitely be having some pocket operator content in 2024. So stay tuned. We're going to be trying to be making some cool stuff with this. Maybe go traveling some places, set you up somewhere cool, do a cool little beat video, put it on the channel, see what you guys think about it. But yeah, the spo-xs Dibia Collector's Edition. This thing is fucking cool. Now, it's not cheap. This was like 65 bucks the case, and then the pocket operator itself is around 100 bucks. So you're looking at like 180 bucks after taxes and shipping and stuff like that. But if you're gonna buy yourself, you know, people that like making beats and stuff, you like buying shoes and shit like that, I'm sure. So it's like buying a pair of sneakers. Just, you know, you get one of these guys and make something out of it rather than just walking around in them. But yeah, pocket operator. This thing has been phenomenal. I'm such a fan of it, and it's got a cool little following and everything on social media, and just tons of people making cool stuff with it. So obviously I'm a sucker for anything that's a group activity. But yeah, that's kind of what we've been messing around with, you guys. Thank you guys for watching. I have another piece of gear, but I want to do kind of its own video just because I got some stuff for it, and I told you guys what I was going to do, and that there was a little custom aspect to it. So that's going to be in another video, probably coming out next week. But thank you guys. Hopefully everything's been doing well. Like I said, we're in a whole new chapter of life now. We're going to enjoy the holidays, and, you know, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy everything, Happy nothing. Like, whatever you guys do, I hope you have a good time doing it. And we are just going to really kick it off starting in 2024. So thank you guys for sticking around. If you like the channel and stuff, you know, share it with your friends. I've been having a good time so far. Life is fucking crazy right now, but it also is a lot of fun. And even though it's a little scary, it's the start of a journey. And I know that, like, I'm in store for so much this upcoming year. I know it. I feel it in my fucking bones. But yeah, thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.